Get ready to once again decimate Mars in an all-out war. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be filling you in on everything you should know about Red Faction Armageddon by Volition Incorporated, THQ, and Sci-Fi Games. Number 1. The Backstory. The fourth installment of the popular franchise, Armageddon returns players to Mars, 50 years after the events of Red Faction Guerrilla. Set in the year 2170, the game's premise is centered on the recent destruction of the Mars terraformer machine by a meteor strike, which quickly decimated Mars' synthetic Earth-like atmosphere. As a result, Mars' colonists were forced to venture underground, while super tornadoes and violent storms engulfed the planet. Number 2. The Protagonist and Plot. Beginning 10 years after the relocation to the mines, the game is focused on Darius Mason, the grandson of the revolutionary hero from the previous game. Running a lucrative series of business ventures in the colony of Bastion, he spends his time mining, scavenging, and taking on mercenary jobs. However, all of this changes when he is tricked by a fanatical priest into opening a mysterious shaft within an old marauder temple. Soon after, a long-dormant race of Martian creatures that aren't willing to share the planet awakens and declares war on humanity. With Armageddon raging and Darius taking all the blame, players must join the Red Faction to clear his name. In this role, he will work alongside his ally Kara and be aided by his suit's embedded computer AI in order to save the inhabitants of Mars. Number 3. Gameplay and Salvage. In this third-person shooter, you must make your way through the many environments on missions for the Red Faction. These involve gathering resources, making allies, protecting civilians, and taking the battle to the aliens across infected areas. Like its predecessor, Armageddon makes use of extensive geometry modifications. This means that if you blast a wall, it won't just become scorched, but will blow apart. In turn, you'll also be able to salvage goods when destroying the game's many environments. Functioning as the game's currency, it will allow you to buy various weapon upgrades and make yourself stronger. Number 4. The Enemies. With the introduction of aliens within the franchise, there are many new enemies to contend with. These include the Creepers, the first low line of the enemy attack. They will melee you and spit acid. Following them are the Ravagers, the middle-level infantry that can stick to buildings and shoot lightning at you. And of course, there are many bigger enemies, such as the Behemoths and Berserkers, that are like enemy tanks that will try and run you down. And Monoliths, which are alien devices that will make nearby enemies twice as difficult to kill. Number 5. Weapons and Vehicles. Within the adventure, gamers will yield a large variety of devastating weapons. These include the Plasma Beam, which shoots out a line of devastating energy. In addition, you'll use the Plasma Cannon that lays waste to anything it fires upon. In addition to the game's many weapons is the use of vehicles. These include the Leo Mech Suit, which can rush through enemies and walls while firing rockets, and the Flyer. Number 6. Magnet Gun and Geo-Forge. Among the new and exciting items being introduced to the Red Faction series is the Magnet Gun. This tool fires an attractor, a device that will propel any item towards the second shot that you tag. Needless to say, the opportunities for mass destruction and amusing enemy takedowns are endless. And if that weren't enough, a stunning counterpart called the Nano Forge will accompany it. This tool can instantly repair destroyed structures, allowing you to traverse broken pathways, rebuild cover, and repair walls. Number 7. Infestation and Ruin Mode. When it comes to murdering alien monsters, 4 soldiers are better than 1. In place of traditional multiplayer modes, Red Faction's Online is centered on having 4 gamers work together to defeat an unending horde of Martian creatures. However, if you prefer to just go nuts destroying the world around you, you'll feel right at home in the game's free-flowing Ruin Mode, which lets you destroy things to rack up points. Red Faction Armageddon is available for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Microsoft Windows. Not only providing thrilling environment-destroying action, it builds on all of the exciting elements that gamers have come to expect from the franchise.